today, again, developing ways of talking about children's learning is individualized, constructivist, and the kinds of things you're hearing about today just become really crucial. And then to me, when I walk in the classroom, the more, when I leave, the more you heard how many stories we heard to tell us about kids learning. The more stories I have about how children are learning when I leave a classroom, the better I usually feel a classroom is. That's usually the more I learn about children, it's from those stories. The more, because they're engaged and they're revealing who they are, what they understand, what they're interested in, how they're using what they know to learn something new. That's a good classroom. And those are engaged children. And those are the kinds of children I'm interested in. And I talk about how do you take notes about that and understand children so you know how to ask different questions to different children. But the tests that they come in with, that doesn't help me as a teacher particularly. Does anyone want to add anything to that?
I think the one thing I would add to it is that in our zest for measuring cognitive capacity, we've forgotten to look at how is a child developing physically, socially, and emotionally.
Good.
And when you look at the total child and you have various ways of assessing those things, you begin to see, oh my gosh, there's a real imbalance here. That we put so much emphasis on the cognitive and discrete skills, and we need to pull back here so that the child can develop in a whole and healthy way.
Thank you. So, okay, last point, because we're 1 minute over now.
I didn't mention
no, we
that-
have 2 minutes to go.
I've been for a long time now following the rich and extensive literature on social development. And now what it says is that unless a child achieves at least a minimal social competence by roughly about the age of 6, the child's life is in danger, because by 6 the child defines itself as unlikable or annoying or something like that. Very, very interesting. And please remember how much of social interaction is cognitive. Thinking, what will happen if I do that, or if I pinch him, or be careful about, use the term intellectual when you're talking about ideas. Cognitive that governs just about everything. Thank you.
Thank you. And let me say one more thing before we do our final thank you, and that is tomorrow night, and there's this flyer for it, we will be hosting a special interest forum with Denisha Jones, who is at Howard University, an early childhood assistant professor at Howard University, and she will be leading a discussion, really thinking about strategies that will help you and help us work together to really build even further the case and the force to change things. Tell your friends who were here about it, bring your colleagues. We've really built DEY through this meeting every year here, and we want you to come and really help us and work with us. If you can't come, make sure you at least sign up to be on our email list. But we hope to see you. And thanks to our wonderful panel today and for the papers today. I don't remember standing ovation before. It's been a